Breaking news, Justin Baldoni just got a big win, meaning Blake Lively got a big loss. I mean, is it not a little hypocritical? Is this a bad look of her if she's trying to tell the courts that we should stop talking about this in public? Wayfair object to the fact that even as modified, the subpoena continues to cover call text logs revealing the phone numbers for anyone with whom Wayfair parties and others individuals communicated.
Blake Lively, once Hollywood's golden girl, known for her role as Serena Woodsen in Gossip Girl and her stunning red carpet appearances, was at the top of the entertainment world just a year ago. She had the charm, the talent, and the public adoration that made her a leading figure in Hollywood.
They didn't do that. They went a scattershot approach, which is always likely to fail.
But lately, things have taken a dramatic turn, and the glitter of her Hollywood stardom has begun to tarnish. Her career has been rocked by a series of controversies, legal battles, and allegations of on-set power struggles, leaving her once promising future uncertain.
Blake Lively is caught in old footage, revealing that yes, her secret plan is to always take control of the movies and lie to the directors to get it.
We take a deep dive into Blake Lively's downfall. From her controversial role in It Ends With Us to the legal battles that followed, we'll explore how one of Hollywood's most beloved stars fell from grace and whether there's any chance of a comeback.
It was a really strange position to be in because I felt like I don't want to just be an actor. I want to have more authorship.
The first crack in Lively's Hollywood persona appeared when she was cast in the lead role of It Ends With Us, an adaptation of the wildly popular novel by Colleen Hoover. When news broke that Lively would star in the movie, many fans were excited. After all, her combination of star power and acting chops seemed like a perfect fit for the emotionally charged film. However, what seemed like an exciting project quickly turned into a public relations nightmare.
I knew that they just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say, but I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me.
Behind the scenes, things were not as smooth as they appeared. Rumors began to swirl that Lively was trying to take over the production, exerting more control than anyone anticipated. Sources close to the film's production began to leak stories about Lively making crucial decisions without consulting the director, Justin Baldoni, or other members of the crew. The whispers about her behavior spread quickly across Hollywood, and soon it seemed as though her influence on the project was being felt at every level. The media caught on, and suddenly it wasn't just about a film adaptation. It was about Lively's alleged overreach and her desire to control the film's direction. But what were the real motivations behind her actions? Was she simply passionate about the project, or was there a darker side to her control of the production?
I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character.
As Lively's influence on set grew, tensions with director Justin Baldoni reportedly reached a boiling point. On any film set, the director is the creative authority, but it seemed that Lively wasn't content to simply take direction. Instead, she began to take matters into her own hands, making decisions that were supposed to fall under Baldoni's purview. Things took a turn for the worse when it was reported that Lively had organized an unauthorized screening of the film for a small group of critics and industry professionals, without Baldoni's knowledge or approval. The screening didn't go as planned. Critical reviews began to surface, with some even claiming that Lively's influence had ruined the film. As word spread, many in Hollywood began to question Lively's role in the debacle. Was she overstepping her bounds as the lead actress, or was she just trying to ensure the film's success?
And sometimes I had directors or producers or writers who would welcome that and invite that once they saw that I was able to offer that. And sometimes I would have people who really resented that because they were like, we just hired you to be an actor.
The growing tension between Lively and Baldoni became impossible to ignore, and the media became obsessed with the power struggle behind the scenes. At this point, it was clear that It Ends With Us had become more than just a film. It had become a symbol of something bigger. But what was that something?
When I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull.
As the drama on set escalated, it soon turned into a full-blown legal battle. Justin Baldoni filed a lawsuit against Blake Lively, accusing her of sabotaging the production and undermining his role as director. The lawsuit painted Lively as someone who would stop at nothing to get her way, even if it meant damaging the project and her own professional relationships. The accusations against her were serious. Baldoni accused Lively of interfering with decisions about the film's tone and storyline, of holding private screenings without consulting him, and of using her star power to bully the production team. The lawsuit portrayed Lively as someone who wasn't just a diva. She was manipulative, controlling, and willing to use her influence to dominate the film's production.
What really happened is we were like, we're going to show the movie, and the studio was like, no, you're going to show 20 minutes. So we're like, no, we're going to show the movie. And they're like, it's not done. And I was like, shoot. They're like, if everything's not perfect and it's not done, and what if we're going to change things? I was like,
we want it to go
I literally
well.
brought the movie with me on the airplane.
But this wasn't just about one movie. The legal action seemed to expose a troubling pattern in Lively's behavior, and it quickly became clear that the controversy surrounding It Ends With Us wasn't an isolated incident. Hollywood insiders began to wonder, was Blake Lively truly the person the public had come to adore, or was there a much darker side to her? As the lawsuit progressed, things took an even uglier turn. Lively's legal team reportedly attempted to place a gag order on Baldoni, demanding that he remain silent about the case. But Baldoni refused to comply, choosing instead to publicly defend himself and his actions. His refusal to back down only fueled the media frenzy surrounding the lawsuit, and soon Lively's legal tactics came under fire. Rumors began to circulate that Lively's legal team had used underhanded tactics to control the narrative, including attempting to manipulate public opinion and silence anyone who spoke out against her. It became clear that this was no longer just about one film, it was about controlling the public's perception of Blake Lively at all costs.
They want an actress, they hire an actress, they pay you to be an actress, that's your job. But then you do exactly what Justin's accusing you of.
As the legal battles and media attention mounted, the backlash against Lively grew. One court ruling after another seemed to go against her, and with each loss, her public image continued to deteriorate. Studios and industry professionals began distancing themselves from her, afraid of the negative publicity that came with being associated with Lively. What was once a promising Hollywood career now seemed to be on the decline. As her legal troubles deepened, so too did the cracks in her public image. Public perception of Blake Lively as America's sweetheart was slowly replaced with the image of a manipulative diva who would stop at nothing to maintain her power. Fans who had once adored her began to question whether they had been fooled all along. The rumors about her behavior on set, the allegations of manipulation, and the ongoing legal issues all contributed to the growing sense that Lively's days as a Hollywood A-lister were numbered. Her career, once filled with promise and possibilities, seemed to be at a standstill. Blake Lively's career was built on the foundation of her public image, her charm, her down-to-earth persona, and her wholesome appeal. But as the controversies surrounding It Ends With Us continued to unfold, her reputation began to crack. Public image that she had carefully crafted over the years seemed to disintegrate before everyone's eyes. The allegations of manipulation and power struggles on set quickly became the new narrative surrounding her. Major Hollywood studios, once eager to work with her, began pulling back, wary of the negative attention she was attracting. Lively's career prospects began to shrink, and it became evident that her future in Hollywood was uncertain. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, Blake Lively's personal life became embroiled in the controversy. Her husband, Ryan Reynolds, known for his charm and affable personality, found himself dragged into the drama. For years, Reynolds had been Hollywood's beloved funny man, but with Lively's career in turmoil, questions began to surface about his role in the scandal. Some insiders suggested that Lively had relied on her husband's influence to help push her agenda during the It Ends With Us production. Others wondered whether Reynolds had been complicit in her actions, or whether he had tried to remain neutral as the drama unfolded. As the spotlight turned to him, Reynolds was forced to address the mounting questions about his involvement, leaving fans to wonder whether his image would also take a hit. The heart of the controversy was Isabella Ferreira, Lively's co-star in It Ends With Us. Ferreira, a relative newcomer to Hollywood, found herself caught in the middle of the drama. As the media began to focus on her relationship with Lively, questions arose about whether Ferreira was being manipulated by Lively or whether she was simply a pawn in a larger game of control. Ferreira's public defense of Lively only added fuel to the fire. Some speculated that she was caught between loyalty to her co-star and the pressure to speak out against Lively's actions. The optics of the situation were troubling, and it seemed as though Ferreira was forced to walk a fine line between her career aspirations and her role in the controversy. As the scandal continued to unfold, Hollywood's reaction was swift and unforgiving. Major studios and executives reportedly began to hesitate at the thought of working with Lively in the future. The doors that had once been wide open for her now seemed to be closing, as the industry began to view her as a liability. Blake Lively had gone from Hollywood's darling to a symbol of its darker side, the side where stars manipulate situations to maintain control, even at the cost of their colleagues and their careers. Her future in the industry seemed uncertain, and the question on everyone's mind was, could Lively ever recover from this scandal, or had the damage been done? So, what's next for Blake Lively? Can she recover from the damage that's been done, or is this the end of her Hollywood career? The lawsuit, the media scrutiny, and the legal battles are far from over, and it's unclear whether she will ever regain her place at the top. As Lively's future hangs in the balance, only time will tell whether she will rise from the ashes of this scandal, or if this is the final chapter of her Hollywood story.